Hello friends, welcome to AffairsCloud Learn to Lead. This is Ashu and today we will discuss very important current affair of 14th and 13th of December 2020. You can see here the two best images of the day, but today we will discuss 10 to 11 very important and the most important current affairs of the day. So let's start the video, but before starting I want to discuss about AffairsCloud subscription. You can buy our AffairsCloud subscription with two methods. You can visit our website, that is affairscloud.com/current affair, or you can directly visit the description box of this video. Under the description box, there is a link. By clicking on that link, you can directly reach the subscription area. What you will get in the subscription, you will get the daily wise PDF. In the daily wise PDF, you will get two PDFs. One is related to the theoretical current affairs of the day, and second is the question and answer PDF. It means all the questions and answer of the day will be provided to you in the form of PDF. Next is the weekly PDF, and it is very important section because all the current affairs are arranged according to the weeks. Next is the weekly test. Again, it is very important to evaluate yourself that how much questions you can retain for long time period. Next and the most important section is the monthly PDF, because in the monthly PDF section we are providing you 5 PDFs. One is related to the theoretical current affairs of the month. Second PDF is related to the question and answer. It means all the theoretical current affairs will be provided to you in the form of question and answer so that you can revise and retain the current affair for long time period. Next is guys pocket PDF. As the name suggests, it is very important to revise the current affair very quickly before your exam. Next, most important for those aspirants who are preparing for banking exam, because next PDF is related to banking, finance and the economy PDF. Last PDF is the question and answer PDF top 100. It means top 100 current affairs of the month will be provided to you in the form of question and answer so that you can retain and revise the current affair very quickly, and these are the top 100 current affairs of the month. And guys, this subscription, these all things come at very minimal cost, and on that minimal cost we are providing you 10% extra discount. If you use this code ASH10, then you will get 10% extra discount on that minimal cost. And these current affairs are provided in Hindi as well as in English. So let's start today's video of 13th and 14th of December, and there is first question. And we are starting the first section here, most important questions, because we divided the current affair in 3 sections: most important, very important and the important section. Now let's start the most important question, and here is first question. Who was named as the winner of Bharati Award 2020? So the most important keyword under this question, this award, Bharati Award 2020. It is very famous award, and this award was constituted after the name of Mahakavi Subramanyam Bharati. Remember, super poet. I am saying super poet because he was very good in Tamil poetry and very much contribution in the Indian freedom struggle, and the name was Mahakavi Subramanyam Bharati. So the winner of this award is Seni Vishamnathan. Remember, Seni Vishamnathan won this award, Bharati Award 2020. You can see here, Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji addressed International Bharati Festival. Scholar Seni Vishamnathan received this Bharati Award 2020. You can also see here, Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji addressed the International Bharati Festival through video conferencing due to COVID-19, and it is to celebrate the 138th birth anniversary, because the Mahakavi Subramanyam Bharati was born in 1882 and he was died in 1921, but it is the 138th birth anniversary of Mahakavi Subramanyam Bharati, a Tamil writer, poet, journalist, Indian independence activist and social reformer. He fought for the freedom of women, against child marriage, stood to reform Brahmanism and religion. He was also in the unity with the Dalits and the Muslims. He was worked with many newspaper and including The Hindu, very pioneer newspaper, and he also worked with The Hindu. So remember the name of Mahakavi Subramanyam Bharati, and he was Tamil poet, Tamil writer or the Tamil poet. Now moving to our next question. Which country will host a special annual meeting of World Economic Forum in 2021? Most important question guys, because earlier this session was held in Davos, Switzerland, but in 2021 this session will be held outside Switzerland, and it is the first time that this session will be hosted by any Asian country. Any Asian country, and out of these four options only one Asian country is there, that is Singapore. So remember this question, and 90% this question will come in exam. 90% there are chances to come in the exam. So remember, World Economic Forum 2021 session will be hosted by Singapore, and it is the first time that any Asian country is hosting this event, because World Economic Forum session generally held in Davos, but it is the second time all over world that it is hosted by any country outside the Switzerland. And first time it was held outside Switzerland in New York. Remember, in New York, USA in 2002. And it is the second time that it is hosted by Singapore outside Davos, Switzerland. And if they are asking only about the Asian country, then it is first time. You can see here, special annual event to be held in Singapore in 2021 from 13 to 16 May 2021. You can see here, Singapore will host the special annual meeting, and this meeting will be the first time that the World Economic Forum special meeting is taking place in Asia, and it is the second time, if you're talking about globally, then is being held outside Davos, Switzerland, because generally the meeting took place in Davos, Switzerland. The first meeting outside Davos, Switzerland being in 2002 edition, and it was held in New York. I already covered this point, so you can remember this point also. So why this meeting is hosted by Singapore, not by the Davos, Switzerland? Because there are so much cases of COVID-19 in Switzerland. That's why they are basically shifted. They shifted this session to Singapore. So remember this. And guys, remember, World Economic Forum headquarters is in Geneva, Switzerland. And what about Singapore? Singapore, you all know the Prime Minister is Lee Hsien Loong. Remember, Lee Hsien, S-I-E-N, Loong, L-O-O-N-G. Lee Hsien Loong, remember. And the currency is Singapore dollar. Move to next question. Who was named as the winner of Ramanujan Prize for Young Mathematicians 2020? And again, it is the most important question. These three questions, first is the Bharati Award, second is the World Economic Forum, third is the Ramanujan Prize for Young Mathematician. 90% chances this question will come. And most important question, you know who is Ramanujan? Ramanujan is very great mathematician. And full name of Ramanujan was Srinivas Ramanujan. And remember, the young mathematician doesn't mean that this award is given to 15 to 16-year-old students. This award is given to a young mathematician less than 45 years of age. Remember, 45 years of age, who has conducted outstanding research in a developing country related to mathematics. Remember this. And guys, remember one more important thing. This award constituted in 2005. Remember this. And this time, this award won by first non-Indian woman mathematician. And answer is Dr. Carolina Araujo, belongs to Brazil, remember, and she awarded this award because of his study in the algebraic and the geometry, or you can say the bilateral geometry. So remember, Brazil, Dr. Carolina Araujo. You can see the picture of Carolina. 2020 Ramanujan Prize for Young Mathematicians awarded to Dr. Carolina Araujo. Remember this. You can also see here, she is the first non-Indian woman mathematician to receive this prize. And the prize carries USD $15,000. And Dr. Carolina Araujo, Brazilian mathematician from the Institute for Pure and Applied Mathematics, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. It means she is doing his research in this Institute for Pure and Applied Mathematics. She won the prize for outstanding work in the algebraic geometry, especially in the bilateral geometry and in the theory of the external rays. You have to remember under which category she received this award. That is algebraic geometry, especially in bilateral geometry. And she is the first non-Indian woman mathematician. And guys, 2 or 3 things are important. One is the name of the award. Second, who won this and belongs to which country. Third, under which category she received this award. These 4 things are very important. So mark my words under very important section. So let's move to our next section, very important questions. Here is a very important question. Nitin Gadkari ji inaugurated the 3-lane 1.5 kilometer long Koil War Bridge. Remember this line or the name of the bridge, Koil War Bridge, on which river? Son River, in which state? So two things are important under this question. Koil War Bridge, second is the Son River. So Koil War Bridge is basically a 6-lane bridge, but recently 3-lane opened to the public, but 3 lanes are under construction. And this bridge is connecting Bihar and Uttar Pradesh. Bihar and Uttar Pradesh. And this bridge is on which river? Son River. Remember, this is very important, and the state is Bihar. Very important wildlife sanctuaries in Bihar. One is the Valmiki Wildlife Sanctuary, or you can say Valmiki Nagar Wildlife Sanctuary. One is the Bhim Bandh Wildlife Sanctuary. Remember this, Bhim Bandh. Gautam Buddha Wildlife Sanctuary. You can remember this. Kaimur Wildlife Sanctuary is also in the Bihar. So these 4 you have to remember: Valmiki Wildlife Sanctuary, Kaimur Wildlife Sanctuary, Bhim Bandh Wildlife Sanctuary, Gautam Buddha Wildlife Sanctuary. These are very important wildlife sanctuaries in Bihar. And 2 or 3 things are very important places in Bihar. One is Muzaffarpur. Muzaffarpur is known as the land of lychee. Gaya in Bihar, that is Bodh Gaya, known as City of Enlightenment. Next is Nalanda University, basically City of Knowledge, because Mahatma Buddha or Buddhist studies basically started from the Nalanda University. It was built during the time period of the Kumar Gupta, during the Gupta time period. So remember, the state is Bihar. You can see here, Road Transport and Highway Minister Nitin Gadkari ji, one of the best minister in the today's cabinet, inaugurates Koil War Bridge over Son River in Bihar. If you belongs to Bihar, then you have to remember this. This is most important question for the Bihari students, but not for the others. Other students can mark under the very important section. Let's move to other question. Which bank partnered with Hak Darshak Empowerment Solution Private Limited to help Indian MSMEs to recover from COVID-19 pandemic? Because so much schemes started by the government to recover the MSME sector. You already know that Nirmala Sitharaman announced so many things about MSMEs so that they can very easily recover from the COVID-19 pandemic. But problem is that maximum MSMEs don't know about these schemes, which schemes are beneficial for which MSMEs. So that's why this bank partnership with Hak Darshak, so that the maximum to maximum benefit of the schemes can be provided to the MSMEs. And this bank is DBS Bank. Remember, DBS Bank belongs to Singapore, and Hak Darshak Empowerment Solution Private Limited partnered to provide these benefits, provide these government schemes benefit to these MSMEs to recover from the COVID-19 pandemic. Mark under the very important section and mark the bank very important, DBS Bank. You can see here, DBS Bank and Hak Darshak partner to aid MSMEs recovery. They are not providing any financial support, guys. They are just providing the consultation, documentation, application process, so that maximum to maximum MSMEs get benefit from the government schemes. You can see here, this aid will happen through the newly launched Hak Darshak MSME platform. The platform helps India enterprises to assess MSMEs focused government welfare schemes, covering registrations, documentation and applications for financing across India. Purpose: what is the purpose of this Hak Darshak and the DBS Bank? To provide application support services to India business owners to enable them avail the right schemes, so that maximum to maximum schemes can reach to the MSME sector. Hak Darshak with this initiative aims to reach 1 lakh MSMEs and also support 1 lakh million jobs per year. So guys, remember about DBS Bank. DBS is a wholly owned subsidiary of DBS Bank Limited Singapore. Remember this. And it received a banking license. Under the Banking Regulation Act of 1949. It's headquartered in India, in Mumbai, Maharashtra. Remember this. So moving to our next question. Who launched E-Agriculture Market Limited, an electronic support platform for agricultural commodities? So in simple word, you can say you can now trade these agricultural commodities on the internet platform, or you can say you can trade these agriculture commodities in the stock exchange. So that's why it is basically launched by the Bombay Stock Exchange, and it is known as BEAM. Remember, it is known as BEAM. B stands for Bombay Stock Exchange, E stands for A stands for agriculture, M stands for markets. It means Bombay Stock Exchange e-agricultural market. So remember what is the full form of BEAM, and it is started by Bombay Stock Exchange. This is the important thing, and this keyword can be asked in exam. You can see here Bombay Stock Exchange launches BEAM e-agricultural spot market platform for agricultural commodities, so that maximum to maximum trade in the agricultural commodities can be increased and the farmer's income can be doubled by the year of 2022. This is the main initiative of the Bombay Stock Exchange. You can see here the platform will commence beta operations from the 11th December. It means it is already started now. BEAM headquarters is in Mumbai, Maharashtra. The CEO of BEAM is Rajesh Sinha. Who is the Chief Executive Officer? Rajesh Sinha. You have to remember this also. What is the aim of BEAM? To boost the competitiveness of Indian agriculture market, because by trading the competition will increase. So it is just to boost the competitiveness and strengthen the BSc in the financial market, market technology and its vibrant ecosystem. Because it is the Prime Minister Modi ji dream that we want to convert all the markets into a single market in which you can trade all the commodities together. It is either debentures, either it can be share, and it can be anything. So it can be emerged under a single market. This is the basically dream of Prime Minister Modi ji. So you have to remember 2 or 3 things. One is the BEAM, and it is launched by Bombay Stock Exchange, and its headquarters is in Mumbai. And who is the CEO of BEAM? Rajesh Sinha. And guys, the second most important thing under this question, this Bombay Stock Exchange, you have to remember it was established in 1875, and it is the Asia's first and world's fastest stock exchange with a speed of 6 microseconds. Remember, it is the Asia's first stock exchange, that is Bombay Stock Exchange. Headquarter of Bombay Stock Exchange, very simple, that is in Mumbai, Maharashtra. And who is Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer? Shri Ashish Kumar. Remember, Ashish Kumar Chauhan. Full name is the Ashish Kumar Chauhan. He is currently MD and CEO of Bombay Stock Exchange. Now moving to our next question. Recently, Paolo Rossi, very famous footballer, passed away. He belonged to which country? Paolo Rossi. You have to remember this name because recently very famous footballer Diego Maradona passed away, and he was player of which country? He was player of Argentina. But now again another famous footballer player that is known as Paolo Rossi passed away. And guys, he belongs to Italy. Remember, he belongs to Italy. You can see the picture of Paolo Rossi. Italy footballer, 1982 World Cup superstar Paolo Rossi passes away. You can see also here, he became the star of 1982 FIFA World Cup held in Spain by scoring 6 goals, by which this led to win the 1982 World Cup title to Italy. This is very important, guys. 1982 World Cup hero is Paolo Rossi. Paolo Rossi received 1982 World Cup Golden Boot Award and Golden Ball Award. You have to remember, and he also received in 1982 Ballon d'Or as a European Footballer of the Year for his performances. So 1982 basically marked as the year of Paolo Rossi. And he belonged to which country? He belonged to Italy. You have to remember these information because this is very vital information for your exam. Remember this. Now moving to our next section, and it is the important question section. So all the questions from the most important and very important section over. Now we are moving to the important questions. Here is the first question. Which ministry released a booklet putting farmers first to highlight government agriculture reforms? Because you know, so much strikes are currently going on in our country, like in Delhi also. You can say the farmers from the Punjab, Haryana and the recent adjacent states coming to Delhi and basically started strike for the 3 agricultural reforms which was recently started by the Modi ji. But a new type of the booklet that is known as Putting Farmers First is launched by which ministry? It is launched by Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, so that the recent 3 farm laws which was enacted by central government, they can clear what the reforms are about and how these reforms can double the income of the farmers by 2022. This is basically to clear the doubts and misinformation about the 3 laws. So that's why this booklet is launched, known as Putting Farmers First, launched by Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. Who is current minister of this department? Prakash Javadekar. Prakash Javadekar belongs to Rajya Sabha. Prakash Javadekar. Remember, putting farmer first. You can see here, Ministry of Information and Broadcasting releases booklet to highlight government agriculture reforms, that till date how much government supported the agriculture sector and how many acts government passed to enhance the farmers' income by the year of 2022. So let's move to next question. Which organization and International Federation of Red Cross signed a MOU known as Red Channel Agreement for implementation of Emergency Medical Team Initiative? So why this Red Channel Agreement signed? It is just to deliver the emergency medical and health services during humanitarian crisis. Any type of the humanitarian crisis like COVID-19 situation is going. So there is a need of emergency medical and health services. So they basically built a team that is known as Emergency Medical Team, which will be formed by International Federation of Red Cross with the help of which organization? WHO. Remember, World Health Organization and International Federation of Red Cross both formed a new agreement known as Red Channel Agreement to form a emergency medical team initiative so that emergency medical and health services can be delivered during the humanitarian crisis. You have to remember, this is the most important question you can mark under, but this is important due to this involvement of the two organization. So if the organization is one, then it is under the most important, otherwise you can mark under the important section. It is WHO. You can see here WHO and IFRC. IFRC stands for International Federation of Red Cross, joins hand to strengthen delivery of the emergency medical supplies during the humanitarian crisis. You can see here, this is the cutting of original World Health Organization site. The WHO and IFRC signs memorandum of understanding on emergency medical teams, and the agreement recognize IFRC's emergency response unit as EMT. It means WHO recognized that IFRC can form emergency medical teams. EMT initiative will strengthen the delivery of emergency medical and health services during the humanitarian crisis. And there are two organizations, that's why we put under the important section. One is the International Federation of Red Cross, where is the headquarters Geneva, Switzerland, and WHO headquarters also in the Geneva, Switzerland. And who is Director General of WHO? Tedros. Remember, Tedros. Move to next question. And here is the day, 12th of December, International Day of Neutrality. International Day of Neutrality, so that maximum to maximum peace can be enhanced and maximum to maximum mutually benefited relation between the countries can be increased. So you can in simple words say it is just to promote neutrality among countries and to highlight the importance of peace and develop mutually benefiting relationship between the countries. So it is the 12th of December because recently on 11th of December we celebrated UNICEF Day. UNICEF Day. On 12th December there is an International Day of Neutrality. Remember, and the main organization which is organizing these type of the events like the International Day of Neutrality, that is United Nations. Remember, where is the headquarters of United Nations? New York. And who is the Secretary General? Antonio Guterres. Remember, Antonio Guterres. Move to our next question, and guys, it is from picture that it is the India's first LGBT plus workplace equality index. Remember, workplace equality index launched, and it is launched by the 4 companies, basically, or 4 organization. You can see here Stonewall, second is Pride Circle, third is KSF, that is Keshav Suri Foundation, and fourth one is FICCI. You all know Federation of Indian Chambers of Commerce and Industry. And this index is related to the top employers of Indian industry who have set an example for inclusion of this LGBT plus community. LGBT stands for lesbian, gay, bisexual and trans plus. And these industries set up an example for inclusion of these community in the workplace. So that's why they received, the companies of India received, and even international companies also received Gold Award, Silver Award and Bronze Award. 2 companies received Gold Award, 4 companies received Silver Award, and 1 company received Bronze Award. So guys, Gold Award was won by Godrej Group and Hindustan Unilever. You can remember, but it is not so much important. But you can remember there are Godrej and Hindustan Unilever. These 2 companies won the Gold Award. And silver companies are 4. One is the DDB Mudra Group. Second is Tata Steel. Third is Wipro. Fourth is Hinduja Global Solution. And there is one company in the bronze category, and it is VIP Industries. But don't remember, just remember, if you want, then remember the gold award winners: Godrej Group and Hindustan Unilever. Hindustan Unilever. So remember this, it is the LGBT index, and it is the first time that India is organizing this type of index, Workplace Equality Index. Now moving to our last section, and it is the one-liner important points. First is the Union Minister Harshvardhan virtually address World Bank Interministerial Meeting on Vaccination of South Asia against COVID-19. And guys, it is very important because he informed that on the pan world level, 260 vaccines are basically under trial at the global level, and 8 vaccine are set to be manufactured in India, including 3 indigenous ones. It means 3 indigenous vaccines are prepared in India. One is Covishield, and it is prepared by Serum Institute of India. Second is Covaxin, Covaxin, that is Covaxin, or you can say the Covaxin. Covaxin is developed by Bharat Biotech. Second is Zycov-D. It is prepared by Cadila Healthcare. So you have to remember, Covishield is basically developed by Serum Institute of India, Covaxin developed by the Bharat Biotech, and Zycov-D is developed by the Cadila Healthcare. So this is important under this question. So that's why this question is covered here. Move to next. India and Qatar set up task force to identify projects for investment. Recently, India also tie up with France for the fast tech investment, so that maximum to maximum COVID-19 situation can be controlled and MSME sector can be improved. So that's why now they are focusing on the Qatar. And what about Qatar, guys? Qatar's capital is Doha. Remember, Qatar's currency is Rial, RIVAL. And who is the Emir of Qatar? Sheikh Tamim. Remember, Sheikh Tamim. Next is 8th meeting of India-Nepal JSC on the cooperation in the power sector held virtually. It means both the countries want to sell and purchase the electricity or want to tie up in the power sector. So nothing to remember, just remember about Nepal, that who is the Prime Minister? KP Sharma Oli. Next is 5th India-Myanmar bilateral meeting on the drug control cooperation held virtually. So again, nothing important under this question. Just remember the name of the country, Myanmar. And just remember, you can remember one more important point, that with Nepal, we are tying up for the power sector. And with Myanmar, we are just collaborated for to control the drug peddlers, and it is Myanmar. And remember, what is the capital of Myanmar? That is Naypyidaw. Who is the president? U Win Mint. And what is the currency? Kyat. Remember, currency is Kyat. Next is India contributed US million to United Nations RWA to support programs for Palestinian refugees. So the important thing under this question is this United Nations RWA. RWA stands for Relief and Works Agency. Relief and Work Agency for Palestinian refugees in the Near East. So you have to remember this, that India contributed for these refugees about $2 million. Now, next is the first India and Uzbekistan virtual summit held, co-chaired by Narendra Modi and Shavkat Mirziyoyev. Remember, Shavkat Mirziyoyev is president of which country? Uzbekistan. And what is the capital of Uzbekistan? Capital of Uzbekistan is Tashkent. And what is the currency of Uzbekistan? Som. You have to remember this. So what are the important points under one-liner? First is the Union Minister Harshvardhan ji. He basically informed us about the 3 indigenous vaccines. Second, there is a Qatar. There is Nepal, there is Myanmar, and next there is Palestine, and India basically contributed $2 million, and next country is Uzbekistan. So there are 4 countries you have to remember in today's section. So this is the last section, and guys, this is all for today. And if you like this video, please subscribe our channel so that you can receive the more videos on time. And if you also like this video, then please press the bell button so that you can receive the notification on time and you can watch the video on time. And guys, please provide 700 plus likes so that we can provide you video on the more content also, that is polity, history, economics, geography, GK section, static questions, and there are more things you can cover from AffairsCloud. And it is AffairsCloud promise that it will boost your confidence in the general awareness section, definitely. And it is my personal promise that if you're watching the videos regularly and if you're reading the PDFs, then your current affairs section will go strong, because 90% of the current affairs in exam is covered by our videos and the PDFs. That is our specialty. Thank you guys for watching this video and take care. Goodbye.